What's going on, guys? It's John here, and I'm with
Brando from The Shy.
and we're be talking about our goals for 2025 and where do we see ourselves. Brando, where do you see yourself moving in 2025?
Where do I see myself in 2025? Off the top of my head, I see myself on a grind. I've already started this year on a grind. I want to get better with my content creation. I want to get better with my connections, family, friends, just everything in general. And just starting the year on a good note is kind of my goal right now. What about you, John?
Okay. Well, before I continue on with myself, I want to ask, what is your biggest goal moving into 2025?
My biggest goal is to take content creation full time. I know that that's a big goal, especially with where I'm at right now, but I think anything is possible. So that's what I think. I'm just going to keep grinding and doing everything I can to better myself. That's where I'm at.
What, I guess, in a way, what is stopping you from going full time?
Right now, honestly, just the technology. I have my phone and it's great and it does me wonders, but there is a sense of some of these shoots I go to, I feel a little out of place when I'm going with just a phone versus like an actual camera. Sometimes that limits me a little bit. I feel like if I have a professional camera, I look a little more professional. I don't feel as awkward. It's just something I can get over mentally. I just got to get over that and just be like, heck, it's just a fear.
No, I understand. Yeah, so what would be your biggest fear going into 2025? Talking about fear as we...
My biggest fear, as crazy as it sounds, is failure. I am someone who I want to do the best, be the best, and just ultimately I don't want to fail. And I think that fear is what pushes me to keep doing my best.
Well, if there's anything I can give you going forward in 2025 is to, anyone can go in and try to be doing their best, but no one ever has the courage to fail. And the minute that you accept that I need to fail to get better is the minute that you will soar. So going into 2025, learn to just embrace failure, because if you never take that step, you won't grow. If you fail, you will never, there's no worse you can get. Okay. You only get better. So if you hit rock bottom, okay, cool, what can I learn from this? And letting go of all shame of failing. If people shame you for failing, that's on them, that's their ego. But at the end of the day, you're at least trying something that they were too afraid to try. That's why they're shaming you.
Well, I agree. And as you said about rock bottom is, I would say I've hit rock bottom a few times, but every time that I have, I've been able to go up from there. And where my life is now versus where it used to be, I'm a completely different man. So when it comes down to it, rock bottom has, in a sense, blessed me. Because I've learned, I've gotten to grow, I've gotten to essentially elevate, in a sense. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, is just pushing myself to be my first, just being the best version of me that I can. Showing other people, showing the world, essentially, that, hey, look, I made these mistakes, but you can change your life and just stay positive. That's my biggest thing right now in life, is just being positive.
Yeah. So going into 2025, I guess use that same energy to develop yourself with cameras. If you don't have the best camera, you will eventually, but make the most of having the iPhone.
Yeah.
And being willing to fail. How many times a video doesn't hit the numbers you want, that's cool. You failed, but you'll get better and you'll grow. Mm-hmm. And just carry that same energy that you learn when you hit rock bottom there, you're just transferring it to another reality.
Absolutely.
But I would say my goals going into 2025 is to continue interviewing people and sharing people's stories, getting the most raw and authentic, humble business people that we can find all over Chicago and sharing their story. For me, a lot of the interviewing and the content, we want to share people's stories who come from nothing, or maybe they did come from something, and what the mentality was for them to overcome the struggle to get there. I think there's a difference there is a mentality you have to have when you're overcoming the struggle. And for some people, chasing your dreams is kind of something similar to what one of the guys said earlier, is you have to, well, you don't have to anything, but sometimes you're not gonna have people there, in a sense. When you chase your dreams, you're gonna see who's really there for you and who's really not. And so I guess my biggest plans going 2025 is, number one, the YouTube channel with interviewing people. Number two, the food page. Just keep elevating, keep making more content. And also finding the right businesses to, you know, market, good restaurants, good hospitality, and people who, you know, God aligns with us in the right way. And I'd say the third, continue with putting more personal content out there and having fun with everything, meeting new people, sharing their stories, sharing deeper relationships, and yeah. But on a more easier sounding note, I would like to be doing content full time, which I already am. So the step one's already done. Traveling different places. I would love to have a new car that's gonna help push me in the right direction. A new space, a space that gives me more creative development, but that's my own place, hopefully in Chicago, God willing. And just continue having and making the most genuine fun with my friends and the people I meet, and to continue aligning myself in God's will for the best situation possible. That's my goals for 2025. Nothing too crazy, but I think these are all things attainable. And hopefully, by the end of 2025, my goals will only develop and get bigger. So, yeah.
I like that, man.
Yeah.
So that was a cut.
So guys, that's the end of the video. Let us know your goals for 2025, and yeah, that is the end of it.
All love, guys. Peace.
That was dope.